Hello, thank you for joining us as we conclude our series on Be Thou an Example. Folks, we've been doing a daily devotional series for the past month on the subject of the need for a Christian to set the example for others. And we've come to understand that the best way to do that is by following the example that Christ has set for us. What I would like us to do to close our study is look at Romans 12, verse number 2. We've been looking at Romans 12:2 for the past few devotional lessons. And here at the very end of the verse, I would like us to notice what's said. Here's what the entire verse says. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. Folks, what's one of the big attitudes that we should have within us as we seek to follow Christ's example and thereby set the example for others around us? It's understanding that we're proving something to people. It says that we are to prove what is that good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. We're to put it to the test. And in doing so, we're going to be proving to others that serving the Lord is the right path for them to take in life. Folks, as we follow Christ's example, as we set the example for others, those around us will see joy in our hearts even in the midst of sorrow. They'll see trust and faith and confidence in the Lord even in the midst of hardships. They'll see a loving, kind spirit that's willing to help others and give of ourselves to those who are in need. They're going to see the way to live a life that is honest and open, transparent, responsible. And as they see all of these things in our life, they're going to come to realize this is the life for them. Listen to what's said at the end. To prove what is that good, that means beneficial. What is that acceptable? That means it's pleasing to God. And perfect will of God. Perfect meaning, again, what? Spiritually mature. It means to be sinless to a certain extent. So, folks, when others see our lives and when we're following the example of Christ, they'll see in our lives the fact that it's a good thing. It's a beneficial way of living. Not only does the Christian benefit from living a life like that, but those around them benefit as well. They'll see that it's a lifestyle that is pleasing to God, and because of that, they're receiving the blessings of the Lord upon their head. And finally, they'll see, that it's a lifestyle that is not centered on sin and selfishness and personal gain, but it's a lifestyle that's centered on living a holy life, a life that's separated to God's use, a life that is separated from sin. And in their minds, it'll be putting them to the test. It'll be saying, look, you can see how a person benefits from living a life that is pleasing to the Lord. By God's grace, He'll use the Holy Spirit then to compare their life with the life of the Christian. And they'll be able to see the different needs in their life based on the lives of Christians they see around them. And in that sense, they'll be seeing living proof of the advantages that do lie in serving the Lord and putting Him first in a person's life. Folks, what a privilege we have. By us setting the example for others, by us following the example of Christ, you're going to be placed in a position of an opportunity to minister to many people that you may otherwise would never have been able to minister to, by simply them watching your life and seeing what it really means to be a servant who is in submission to the Lord. living a life that's an example for others to follow is not only a blessing to those who are living that life, but it can become the actual channel through which the Lord uses to bring lost people to Him. What a wonderful opportunity it is. I want to thank you all very much for joining me in this devotional series. The Lord has been so good to us, getting us through this series. Thank you for joining with me, and very soon we'll be starting another series that hopefully will help to encourage our hearts to serve the Lord every day as we begin our lives here on earth. Thank you again. May the Lord bless you for studying His Word.